Hey everybody out there, this is Modern Day Duelist, and today for you guys, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about the different rarities in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, originally this video was going to be specifically made to discuss and talk about the recent Prismatic cards, I guess, we got in Yu-Gi-Oh! Starting with the recent set we recently got, where we have Appaloosa, the Trap card that's like I think it's a super. They made that a holo. Like they made the Winda card, which is a rare, like this nice, beautiful rarity. And originally I was going to just do a video talking about that rarity and my thoughts on it. But as I got to thinking about it, I was like, you know what? There's a lot of different rarities out there in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And what is your favorite, pretty much? What are what ones do the community seem to like the most, from my personal experience? So it's going to be more of a cool thing, looking at the different rarities, how people value them, and things of that nature. So let's get talking about the recent rarity we have, which I believe is called Prismatic Rare, or like something like that. Forgive me if I'm forgetting the name of the rarity. I'm mixing it up. I actually forgot what the name of it was because I've only seen one pulled ever. So I've only seen one of them. And I looked at the rarity. It was the Winda card, actually, which was kind of nice. It looked very nice. I mean, that was the one I liked the most. I've seen the Appaloosa, and I've seen them all being taken pictures of, but I'll always say, a picture's worth 1,000 words, yes, but to see it in person is a lot different. It looks a little bit differently. And personally, I think the rarity is okay for this recent rarity we got now, coming out of the recent set. I think it's decent, it's good. Would I spend the type of money I've been seeing people spend and price these on? No, because I've seen things like, when they first were announced, people were putting thousands of dollars on single cards, $700, $800, $500, $200, $300 for a card. And I'm like, yes, it's once in every case, but are you going to drop that money? Because that money you could put towards a deck. If I said to myself, if I pull one, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to sell it to build a deck, or use it to, to fund my Yu-Gi-Oh! Profits for a month or two. Something like that, because it's more of a collector's item. And that's something that we're going to talk about a little bit more here in a second when we talk about rarities, and rarities that have been discontinued. You know what I'm alluding to here, which is ghost rares and ultra rares, which I think it's been 2 years now, have been no longer a thing unless you pretty much get ultra rares in OTS tournament type of packs. But yes, this is the newest rarity that we've got. And there have been other rarities that we have gotten through, come in for certain sets. World Superstars got a special one. The Megatins years ago. Remember those horrid, and I mean freaking horrid, I hated them, Prismatic Secret Rare? They look like somebody was like, okay, we're going to take a bunch of glitter and just make it rain on this card. It looked like a sticker. And then you have, the Noble Knight rarity, which some people hate, some people don't. There's certain cards I think that look as, platinum rare. They look okay, and they look decent and cool. And some of them I'm just like, no. But you know what I'm trying to say. That Konami, over the last 4 years, has come up with a lot of different rarities. Originally, it was Secret, Ultra Rare, Rare, Common. That's pretty much what you had for the majority of Yu-Gi-Oh's career. Then you had Ultimate Rares introduced. Sorry if I get my Ultimate or Ultra Rares mixed up. I just mentally always, for some reason, say that when I mean to speak one thing and I misspeak it, so my humble apologies. But that's something I've also noticed as well. That it's changed, and we've had different rarities. And for the Megatins this year, we're getting we're getting rarity bumps and rarity upgrades for cards we already have, new cards in them. It looks awesome, I think, overall. But let's talk more about the collector's market now. So I've noticed that certain rarities, like I was alluding to earlier, have actually really gone up in price if you sit down and think about it. Prior to the discontinuation of Ultimate Rares and Ghost Rares, these cards, even the older versions, some of them, if they were let's say like maybe main protagonist cards or cards that were used in the meta or something of this nature, they would retain some type of value, like a Ghost Rare Honest. Okay, back when that was playable, that was worth a good chunk of money. Ghost Rare, Rainbow Dragon, not playable but very collectible throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh's career, even before the discontinuation of Ghost Rares. However, after the discontinuation, we saw even the most obscure Ghost Rares, the most obscure Ultimate Rares, just for their aesthetic value, start to skyrocket. And we started to see this thing take hold where, especially with Ghost Rares, people just buy them out slowly. We saw this, and if you've been paying attention to market watchers through the course of the years, you would notice that the older Ghost Rares and ultra rares started getting brought out, and now they're heading into the 5Ds era. You're starting to see those buy out. You're starting to see the Zexal era starting, their Ghost Rares and Ultimate Rares starting to be brought out a little bit here and there. People are investing in OTS tournament packs and Astral packs and starting to buy higher rarity cards of those. I mean, we could talk about the market all here and there, but you're starting to see that certain rarities are being more prized because they've been discontinued, and it seems like, I don't know, that those are some of the most favorite rarities of the community. Ultra rares and Ghost Rares seem to be the most sought after, I guess you could say. Especially ultra rares, I think look the most prettiest of all the different rarities in Yu-Gi-Oh. But that's just something I've noticed. That's me personally. That's my favorite rarity. But personally, if you asked me, where would I rank all this? What are my thoughts on the different rarities? Do I have a favorite rarity? And as I mentioned, certain rarities are more highly sought after. There's a multitude of different rarities. But my favorite personally would have to be, like I just mentioned, Ultra Rare. Followed by probably not Ghost Rare, but probably Secret Rare. And I will admit, it depends on the card. Certain Secret Rares I absolutely hate. Certain ones I do not. Secret Rare, followed by Ultimate Rare, followed by Super, sometimes Rare actually, because sometimes, just like I said, it depends upon the card. Some artwork deserves to be hollow. Some artwork I look at and I'm just like, why is this a hollow? This could have been a rare, or I would rather have had this card a hollow instead, even if it's a super rare. And that's something I've noticed. Some cards deserve it more than others. Like we're getting Pod Desires as a nice rarity coming up here in the next tournament pack. And some cards, it feels like I'm happy when they get rarity bumped, like they deserve it. Back in the day, when Silver's Cry was only a common, I was a big petitioner of saying this card needs to be some type of rarity, and thankfully the Konami gods made it a super and then a secret rare. Very happy about that to this day, that they actually did that finally. It took them about a year, or about 2-3 years, but they finally did it, and I was so happy when they did. So some cards deserve those rarity upgrades. Everybody out there has their favorite rarity. And the one last thing I want to mention and ask you guys is, what is your favorite rarity? What is your favorite rarity out of all the different rarities Konami's ever printed? It could be World Superstars, it could be this or that. But I wanted to, just let me know down in the comment section below. And also, let's talk about, as we finish this video up, what are some of your favorite, like, hollow cards out there? Or, more specifically, I'm going to say this, your favorite ultra rare card. Excuse me, ultra rare cards. Because I have a couple favorite, actually. I actually have, I'm going to show you some of them on the screen here. I have them personally, actually. These are some of my favorites, though. I guess you could say the Yubel series. Yubel, the Terror Incarnate. I like that. Now, this is not because of Fire Fist recently getting support, but Fire King, Tiger King, the XYZ monster, I think looks beautiful as that rarity. I've also loved Stratos as that rarity. Dark Law makes it pop with that purple and black. There's a bunch of different nice ones out there, but these are just some of my favorites, actually, of all time. And I would love to hear what you guys like down below. And until next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling to all of you guys out there. And I'll see all of you guys next time. And like I said, let me know your favorite rarity down below. how do you feel? And like I just decided to make this a big discussion about all the different rarities, market favorites, community's favorites, everything. And I think it was a lot more interesting video than just focus on one rarity, which would have been the recent rarity. But till next time, guys, take care, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.